your perspective is. So you kind of use whatever skills you have as an actor and superimpose that on what you think the audience will be intrigued by. You know? And they'll pull you back if it's too much, or they'll push you if it's not enough. So that may be how it all happens.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw you and your handsome partner at the event by Chris. I won't call his last name. He may not like that. But I could not tell the difference. I didn't know it was you. Because when they put you guys in character, I think the makeup, the hair.
The hair.
She, guys, when you see her live, she looks like a 16-year-old. Absolutely. Absolutely
plus
gorgeous.
90.
Gorgeous. And so what is it that they do to you guys when you get on the show? Do they,
They have an amazing team of makeup and hair stylists that keep a running tally of what we are supposed to look like every single time.
That is awesome.
Wardrobe has instructions from above as to the color scheme of that particular episode, and they all play off of each other that way.
Awesome.
So they keep everything consistent to the best of their ability, and the only thing we have to do is to keep the instrument the same as best we can.
Yes.
And that's not always possible when you've been on for 1, 2, 3, about to be 4 seasons.
Wow. And I read that you believe in a plant-based diet, and
Yes.
do you think that's what keeps you healthy? And do you have him on that diet?
Well, you know.
Oh, are you gonna speak for me? Okay.
No. I'm gonna answer the first question to me.
Okay.
Yes, I do believe in plant-based diet.
Okay.
I have been a strict vegan for the past 30 plus years now. And trust and believe, when I started here in Atlanta, calling myself vegan, all I had was fruits, nuts, grains, and vegetables. That's it. Now it's wonderful because we got all kinds
so many
of
varieties.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, and all kinds of recipes.
Now think about it. If you had started a business back then with,
I thought about it.
Yes.
I couldn't add anything else to my plate, but I thought about it. Yeah. And I say kudos to everyone who's doing it now.
Yeah. And could that be because of your training as a medical doctor that made you want to?
It happened. It started in first year of medical school. It started, when you look at arteries and cholesterol plaques, and you understand the end result of an improper diet, or just not knowing what's proper. We've allowed regulatory agencies to instruct us on the way we should eat. May not necessarily be correct.
Yeah.
So, without going into Oprah zone, I will just say, you stop and listen to yourself.
Gotcha.
You will understand where you should be.
Wow.
And what things to stay away from.
And so before I switch sides and start to ask Mr. Warren some questions, I think I saw something online of you having some kind of school, because I know that my listeners may want to go into acting.
Oh, thank you.
Can you talk to us about that?
So I work with 2 amazing actresses, Brenda Porter and Donna Bisco, and we have a group called The Practice. We can be found at 2012 thepractice.com. We give a workshop the last Saturday of the month.
Okay.
It is a workshop for working actors, i.e. actors who've had a little bit of training. If people want to come and just out of curiosity, we do have a little prep primer that we go through to get you ready, but it's so that the actors here are ready for auditions, toned and tuned up for auditions. Pilot season comes and then it goes. Atlanta is just beginning to have year-round booms of work.
It has become the hub. Yeah. It's like the new Atlanta would, I guess.
Yeah, but when we started in 2012, we only had maybe 3, 4, 5 auditions a month as actors. So you have to prep yourself all over again. So we do that just to keep everybody up and on par and hopefully being able to give their best.
Switching sides now?
Actually, I started in the church. I started in the church as a very young guy. My sister and I, we used to do monologues seasonally.
Wow.
Easter, Christmas, Valentine,
Wow.
and we used to do that every year. Just just getting our chops together, or getting my chops together, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. And during that time, I had a woman in the church who was a kind of into theater, Miss Brady, never forget, and she asked my mother to ask me to audition for a movie. And I'm brought up in the inner city, okay? And when she told me that, I was like, nah, I can't do that. I like to play basketball, football like that, and the guys, they'll tease you or something like that. But my mother, she kind of pleaded with me and said, can you please do it? I said, oh, okay, do it for moms. Went down and auditioned and got the part. No, okay, I got the part. Worked 2 days, and that particular time got $400 and something. I
That's
said,
a lot of
I'm
money.
going to switch whatever I'm doing, and I'm going to become an actor, because I was going to become a cartoonist.
Wow.
I had my portfolio and everything already ready. And so when I decided to do that, I got a music scholarship to Tennessee State University. Played trombone in the aristocrat of bands, and I had that switched over to drama my sophomore year. I was one of the classmates of a woman that a lot of people may know, Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, yeah.
If you may know who
I think
she
I
is.
know her.
Yeah, she was one of my classmates at the time.
Wow.
And while I was at Tennessee State, of course, we learned all the basics and logistics of theater at that particular time. Film wasn't forte at that particular time. And I also went to school in London, Webber Douglas Academy of the Dramatic Arts.
And you guys didn't meet in London?
Oh, no,
He
no,
was
no.
way before me.
She didn't even know what London was
Years
when I went to
before.
London. And so I went there and came out of Tennessee State. And one of the things that I like to tell a lot of people, a lot of young people, is when you're in school, when you're learning, try to learn everything. Don't just learn about the theater. Don't just learn about commercial. Don't just learn about film, but learn everything. Because at that
Everything,
particular
yeah.
time on the East Coast, we were in a position of you had to know everything. You had to know everything. So I went to New York after college for a couple of years and came back after being disappointed and knowing that if you're not a union person, you really don't have a chance up there.
Wow.
And came back and started working at a dinner theater. I was a singing waiter for
Oh, my
5 years.
Do they still have those?
Oh yeah, they have them around. They still have them around.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was a singing waiter for 5 years, and then I decided to come to Atlanta because I heard that Atlanta was the place. They were doing a lot of things, a lot of films and stuff. And so I came to Atlanta in '86 and started doing theater. Did a lot of theater.
Wow.
And working with places like Jumanji, the Alliance. Those were the big ones at that particular time. And then got a good agent and started working with the film. And so the rest is kind of history. Just been doing as much as you can. There was a dry spot in Atlanta for a long time. So I went to L.A. and for 2 years. And guess who I was trying to get to come to L.A. with me?
Who?
This young lady right here. She turned me down. She wasn't ready to come to L.A.
No, I was working.
See, I just love Jen. She takes
was
her work very
working. I was
seriously.
working.
Well, she better. She's a doctor.
You know what? Look at it this way. She's saving lives.
She is.
Yeah.
She's saving lives, and she's saved mine a couple times. No, she just
Oh,
joking.
these people
Yes,
are
I
so
do.
wonderful.
But with the boom that is here right now,
Yes.
we're trying to take advantage of that. But there's a lot of politics that's involved. A lot of politics involved. So a lot of people that were here when we were struggling.
Yeah.
And still here, we're being overlooked sometimes by a lot of people that are coming in. That's the nature of the business. And they're coming
You
in
would
from
not
LA.
think that in this because it was just a couple of years ago that the movie industry just started like they are just rushing into Atlanta now.
Yes, yes.
So I would think let's reach out to the veterans. Who's been here? They know the lay of the
Exactly.
land.
That's what you would think.
Let's hear what they
Yeah,
have
but
to say.
that's not what's happening. No, they've come in. They came in because of the tax exemption, for one thing. And Georgia's a beautiful state.
It is.
So you have everything that's right here. So they have to look at it. And you have to understand that it's a business. It's a business.
mama.